Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back for the ABCs of Horror Challenge with my review of You Can't Kill Stephen King. The ABCs of Horror is a challenge in which we make our way from A to Z, watching and reviewing horror movies that begin with each letter of the alphabet. We must go in order, and we cannot skip any letters. But we can do this at our own pace. I've arrived at the letter Y, and Y is for You Can't Kill Stephen King. Released in 2012, You Can't Kill Stephen King is a bit of an obscurity itself. It's a slasher film, not only for Stephen King enthusiasts, but for fans of the genre. A group of 6 friends go on a trip to Maine. I like how each character is introduced via freeze frame, with their name on the screen, as well as 3 characteristics about them. There's Monroe, an Iraq war veteran with PTSD, his sister Hillary, who is a bit of a brat and a know-it-all. There's Laurie, Monroe's girlfriend, and the typical innocent yet beautiful final girl type. Nicole is sort of the hot chick who knows she's hot and loves the attention. Ronnie is a virgin and Stephen King superfan. He's also a bit of a pervert. And then there's Lamont, who came on the trip because he wanted to see, and I quote, skinny white girls in their bikinis. Monroe and Hillary have recently inherited a house on a lake after the death of their grandmother. There is even an impressive Stephen King library in the basement. When the group first arrives in town, they find that the locals are not too welcoming. As a matter of fact, they seem to prefer that they just leave. They don't, though, and instead they rent a boat and go out cruising on the lake. I'm sure you can imagine where the story goes from here. One by one, they are picked off by a mysterious killer. What makes this really unique, however, is that each of their deaths represents something from a Stephen King story. As a lifelong fan of Stephen King's work, I thought that was an awesome concept. The characters, once again, fit the standard by-the-book slasher archetypes. The actors playing Monroe and Ronnie also wrote and directed the film. The girls, madon. They are beautiful. Laurie, in particular, played by Kate Costello, is gorgeous, in my opinion. The movie is sleazy at times, as it should be. The Stephen King library in the basement of the house is really cool. I love the kills and trying to figure out which story they represent. The sand kill was actually pretty disturbing and kind of creepy. There's a fairly lengthy dream sequence at one point, and it's awesome in more ways than one. And maybe my favorite thing of all about You Can't Kill Stephen King is what they do with the killer. This is a whodunit slasher, and the reveal is pretty damn amazing. There's a great mix of horror and humor. I love all of the Stephen King homages. And yes, as the cover of the DVD states, we do get some hot girl-on-girl action. You know, I shouldn't be surprised, but for years I had heard how bad this movie was. I got this DVD when it was first released, and never watched it until now. I sort of sat there scratching my head, wondering, what's so bad about this? It's a low-budget, independent slasher film. It's so much fun, incredibly entertaining. What more do you want? Its intention wasn't to win any Oscars, It was to entertain its audience. And as a viewer, I was entertained from start to finish. People annoy me. I've seen far, far, far worse. In fact, I wouldn't even say this is a bad slasher film. It took pretty much everything I love about the slasher genre and added its own twist. Horror fans say they want originality and then complain about original horror films. Go figure. Regardless of what others think, I really liked it. Y is for You Can't Kill Stephen King in my ABCs of Horror. Have you seen it? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Also, please be sure to check out everyone else participating in the challenge. If you'd like to join in yourself, please do. You can start whenever you like, as long as you begin with the letter A, go in order, and don't skip any letters. We can do this at our own pace, so there's no pressure. And with that, I have one letter left in the ABCs of Horror Challenge. Which horror movie beginning with the letter Z will I watch and review? Check back soon to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.